mitigate and adapt to climate change, we're willing to try.
So for AXA, ending support for coal makes sense financially and politically, but not all insurers have reached the same conclusion. So far, the companies who drop coal represent just 13% of global insurance assets, and none of them are based in the US. Vincent said American companies often see things a little differently.
Sometimes when I speak to some of my North American competitors, they tend to view sustainability primarily as a philanthropy initiative. Is it inevitable for the US to go down this trend? Honestly, I really don't know. I do hope so, because we certainly do need America.
US insurers have a large financial stake in the fossil fuel industry. Together, the top 40 American insurers have invested more than $450 billion in coal, oil, and gas. At the same time, insurance companies in the US are struggling to cover the monumental cost of climate change. Insured losses from the 3 biggest hurricanes this year are likely to approach $100 billion. And as costs continue to rise, American insurers may put some serious thought into following the European example and pulling their support from the coal business, because it's endangering theirs.
This is a day that's going to be etched in history. It's a quest for truth, and it can seem crazy, but all of us laughed at this topic, including myself. This is probably the most ridiculous thing I ever thought that I'd be doing, and here I am organizing the Flat Earth International Conference, but I'm not laughing anymore.
1, 2, 3. We're not crazy! Some of us are just nuts!
There's a lot of people that have different ideas on what the flat Earth is. But one thing we all agree on is that we don't live on a spinning ball flying through infinite space.
Do you feel yourself spinning, wobbling, gyrating? No, I'm pretty rock solid.
We always say, don't believe us, do your own research, but unless you know there's a question, you're not going to do the research.
Toilet water's not flying out on people in Australia because of gravity. Well, hello, it doesn't fly out of the toilet because water seeks its level.
The flat Earth would be a circular flat area surrounded by a field that is known as Antarctica.
This white rim around the outside, a lot of people refer to it as the ice wall.
And then the dome is over the top. Now, how high it is also in question.
I believe it's some kind of a star field firmament about 6,000 miles above us, and it appears to be cymatic light field electromagnetic energy, not gravity at all. Gravity is a deception. The sun and the moon are these transcendental cymatic luminaries.
I don't need you to believe me, I'm just here to plant the seed that the grand global conspiracy is that the Earth's flat.
The best part of being at a conference like this is I can talk to somebody that will listen to you. My mother, if I try to talk to her about any of these things, she doesn't believe me. I just can't take that rejection. So coming here, you're going to talk to people who have done the same journey and they've come to the same conclusions and they don't want to live a lie.
I've done about a dozen experiments. I was actually looking to debunk flat Earth. I'm not like a diehard flat earther. I want to be a flat earther. I want to believe the government. I want to believe what we've been told our whole life. There's nothing worse than being like, oh, the people that we pay taxes to are lying to us with our money.
They're lying, I ain't buying.
So who's they?
Well, basically, Satan.
I don't necessarily want to get into like naming. It's like, is it the Illuminati or the Bilderbergs?
The Jesuits, the Freemasons.
Or the Trilateral Commission, or the Vatican.
The Zionists, NASA, of course.
These are amazing.
Are you selling? Yes. As far as I know, I'm the first guy in the whole world to make a working physical model of the flat Earth.
All these are for sale except for this one, and that one got sold already. This one I had on the website for $575.
So I named this one Hidden Lands Beyond because some of us think that there's other lands that they're hiding from us. And that could be very well that they discovered these other lands and they just don't want us to know about it. I mean, we might want to go there, repopulate it.
This is the beginning. This will be put in the history books. Today, mark that date. Because whether it's the next generation or the generation afterwards, they will remember this date. People are taking notice, something's going on. This has got to a point now where it's becoming real.